You're wondering what the gap is on the Ford F-Series 460 7.5 liter gas engine. I went with the Motorcraft spark plugs. Gap recommended 44 thousandths to 45 thousandths. And I would suggest, if you are going to do this to this truck, use a little bit of this copper stuff. It's the Loctite copper anti-seize stick, or you can just use the liquid anti-seize that they have at the auto parts store. You can see I've gunked it on all the threads here. Please, if you want to save yourself a headache, I started cross-threading this thing very lightly. You can see how there's a little bit of scuff on the threads right here. Sorry about that. See that? And so I don't want to risk it, so that's going to be the last one I do. Sorry. And let's see, here we go. I would suggest, if you're going to put them in, finger tighten them in, not with the wrench, not with even this. Actually, with your fingertips, the very tip of it. Make sure your engine's cold. Don't do it when it's warm. And you have to really feel, because the angle is kind of set off and low, and it's really deep. You have to, even with shining a light, it's really, really hard to see exactly the pitch. The last thing you want to do is cross thread this shit, and you're gonna have a whole headache on your hands. So I'm 3 deep. Take your time. Make sure you're finger tight. At least set the first 3/4 of the thread in. I hold it right here and pinch it and just turn it slightly. Once I feel it, and I kind of keep going, and you just want to, if you want to make sure, then once you got it that 3/4 of the way, then take out where I'm at right now and hand tighten it. Put this in here and hand tighten it. Once you got a few turns on that, I like to go with a little ratchet action like this, and then finish up the job. This thing puts down 35 foot-pounds, so don't do that. Don't just keep cracking it. And then I'm going to take a torque wrench, but at least that'll get you there. All right, people, good luck with your tune-up or your spark plugs, and whatever you do, for God's sakes, don't mess up the wires. Mark them if you have to. All right.